HQ. This is Whiskey Mike Charlie requesting radio check. Over.
Yeah, War Machine Company. This is HQ. That's a good copy.
I'm Angel, founder of War Machine Company. Today we're going to go over when shit hits the fan. We're outside today, different location as you can see. Beautiful North Carolina. Starting to, go into that fall season. I love it. I love fall. But let's get into when shit hits the fan. You don't have the privilege or you don't have the fortune to dictate when something happens. All right, when the shit hits the fan, it's gonna hit the fan. All right, you don't get to pick where you're gonna be, who you're gonna be with, and the time it happens. Okay, you can take references like the series The Walking Dead, when Rick Grimes was in the hospital. All right. You can take another example of The Last of Us. If you guys are watching that HBO series, The Last of Us, when it happened to Joel, he was going to get his brother out of prison. All right, he left his daughter at home. So you don't get to choose and you don't get to dictate when shit hits the fan. All right, but you do get to choose what you have on you. All right, and prepare yourself from there. So I'm gonna keep it simple today, and I'm pretty much gonna show you what I have and how I prepare myself for if something were to happen. I could be, like I said, I could be anywhere. I could be on vacation. I could be at work. I can be at a friend's house. You don't get to pick. So, but you get to pick what you want to carry and what you think you need to have. So what I have is pretty much I call it my get home survival case. This is a Pelican 4300. This is pretty much shockproof, waterproof. I know a lot of people buy it for camera equipment. Hey, I got it to put my when shit hits the fan. All right, it's a briefcase, opens, closes, and it has a carrier. All right, very minimalistic. If I'm carrying it, no one knows what's in it. All right, guys. I keep it in my truck at all times. When I come out my truck, when I go inside, at the end of the day, when I'm home, I put it in the studio or I put it in my safe. So it doesn't stay in my truck full time, but when I'm in my truck, when I'm riding around, it's with me. All right, so we're just going to get right into it. What I have on me for when shit hits the fan, pretty much what I have is the bare minimum to get home. All right, if I'm not stationary at that time, this is the things that I have in my Pelican case to get me home. So I have a Gerber. I think a Gerber is important. I think I talked about it on the channel before. A Gerber will square you away and square your battle buddy away. It's got everything on it if you need to fix any gear that you have in your case. So always carry a Gerber. If I have to get out the country or if I'm overseas, I have my passport. So my Gerber and my passport, my cigar case. I gotta have that. All right. Let me get serious now. I do have a rangefinder here. This is up to 1200 yards. Will I be sniping at 1200 yards? No, I won't be sniping at 1200 yards, guys. But I do have a rangefinder where I can see where my distance is from point A to point B if I need to do a checkpoint. All right. If the grid were to go down, I have a ranged man G-Shock. All right, this is solar powered, so if the grid were to go down, I still can keep the time and date and keep track of my movements off of my my G-Shock watch. Coming down here, I have night vision here. All right, never know when I'm gonna need night vision at night. This is a Bushnell, and it is battery operated, and it's also you can plug it up. All right, This is night vision. I also can record on it, do an SD drive if I need to record some movement, or just use it as a binoculars to see at night or during the daytime. All right, so that gives me that advantage, night vision capability there. I carry AR on me. We'll get into that here in a little bit. I keep that in my truck, but I don't have a whole bunch of mags, guys. All right, like I said, this is just to get you home. I keep the mag pull, double mags. All right, 30 rounds each, 60 rounds, including magazine that's in my AR. So that's 90 rounds, more than enough to get you home. You shouldn't be shooting 90 rounds. The point of having this is to get home. All right, you don't want to get into a conflict with anybody. You want to get back to base or back to HQ and be stationary where your real gear is. Okay, so if I have a conflict, this is enough rounds to get me through anything I need to get through. But you shoot 90 rounds, I don't see it happening. All right, the two firearms I have here. Okay, what am I carrying in my Pelican case? I've got the SIG P320. We talked about it on the channel, the controversy of the P320, but I do think it's a great go-to-war handgun. Like I said, if it's good enough for the military to adopt it as the M17, it's good enough for me to carry it in my survival case. I'm running the Surefire X300 so I can identify targets at night. Always have a flashlight on your firearm. I do have night sights as well on this gun. Another gun that I'm running, I normally have my Glock 19 in here, but I've been shooting the Echelon Springfield and I'm loving it. All right, guys, I'm really loving this Echelon. We're gonna do a future review on the channel of the Springfield Echelon. All right, but I love this too. It's pretty much has the same feel to the P320. Great serrations. I'm not gonna get into it because I said I do want to do a review on this firearm on the channel, but I do have threaded barrels, so if I need to put a suppressor on here, if I have to clear a building or do something at night, keep quiet, this does the job. Okay, coming from here, I'm running my my magazines. I've got two extended magazines for my SIG P320. I have an extended mag for my Springfield Echelon, and I have some more magazines here. Also, I have a knife. Keep a knife on you. You never know when you're gonna need it. Okay. So guys, I mean, this is pretty much my basic get home case when shit hits the fan. Like I said, you don't get to dictate when it happens. And hey, to each his own. If you think you don't need a get home case, that's on you. It's your responsibility to protect yourself, and it's your responsibility to protect the loved ones that you care about. All right, so just take the world we live in now with everything going on with COVID, with the war in Ukraine, and even with the economy. You never know when you're going to be on the verge of an economic crash. It could be anything, guys. It doesn't have to be a zombie apocalypse. We say that's a term in the gun community, when the zombie apocalypse happens, but anything can happen. It could be a natural disaster. All right, you want to have your get home case or your emergency case. All right, it doesn't really have to be to get home. It could be your emergency case. All right. Also, what I carry with this, I carry a bullet safe level 3 body armor. This is NIJ certified, all the way up to a 44 mag. I've seen the guys like Mr. Guns and Gear on his channel. He shot 12 gauge, 5.56, and he might have shot 7.62 by 39 AK round. I'm not sure, but it's not certified for those calibers, but it held up. It held up. So reason I carry something like this is You don't want to carry something like an actual plate carrier with Molly and your mags on it and stuff like that, guys. You want to be minimalistic and you want to be incognito as possible. All right. We've seen guys. We've seen people when there's a riot or there's Black Lives Matter or whatever you want to call it. Things happen, protesters and stuff, and you got guys going out there and they got fucking plate carriers with the Punisher on it and magazines and that's, guys, you're just making yourself a target. You're making yourself a target. Me personally, I wouldn't be out there. I want to get home, okay? But if I had to come into a stop, traffic or anything like that, or something's happening, I need to throw on my plate carrier, it's not making me a target. It's very minimalistic, and it doesn't stand out. All right, you do not want to stand out in a certain situation. All right, that gives me enough protection without me standing out. So that's why I pretty much carry the bullet safe. I keep that in my truck at all times with my 4200 Pelican case. All right. Also, I keep my truck. I keep an AR pistol. This is one of my favorite ones. I'm not going to go into this AR pistol because I want to do a review on it at a later time. But this is my AR pistol that I have for my magazines that I keep in my truck as well. It's very minimalistic and very ready to go and compact. I can fold it, drop in the bag, ready to go. No one knows I have it. It stays in my bug out bag. When it's time to go, I can deploy it and be ready to go. All right. So, this is not a rifle. This is an AR pistol. But like I said, it's small enough for me just to fold it and look, ready to go. Another thing too, when something like shit hits the fan and you're not home, you don't need a whole bunch of gear in your truck. You don't need, the point is to get home, all right? You don't need a whole bunch of shit, a whole bunch of gear slowing you down, all right? You want just the basic essentials to get you home, all right? Having 3 guns in your truck and 4 bug out bags and plate carriers with mags, that's not me, all right? When I was in Iraq and different places, yeah, I had the plate carriers with the mags and all the gear on and all that, but that's a different time, and that's war zone time. That's when I was in theater. Here, let's be real. I live in North Carolina, a pretty safe area where this is peacetime. All right, I don't need to be going out with a fucking plate carrier with six mags and an AR rifle and no. So you want to keep it simple. You want to keep it basic, and you do not want to make yourself a target. So you just want the bare minimum to have to get you home. All right. So definitely like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you got your shit hits the fan case or your bug out bag and stuff ready to go when things happen. So like I said, you don't get to dictate when things happen. They're not gonna happen on your time. When things happen, they'll just happen. It's just you have to be responsible, and you have to be the one to say, hey, look, this is the things that I need to protect my loved ones, or protect myself, and to get me home. All right, guys. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe. War Machine Co. And to the next one. I'm out.
Whiskey Mike, you are cleared RTB.
Yeah, this is War Machine Company tracking. We are RTB at this time.